Welcome back, everyone. Now, chances are, if you've gone to the beach, you have collected seashells at some point in your life. Well, Paige is here to show us how we can showcase these shells with a little bit of light. Right, Paige?
That's right.
How beautiful is that?
Well, one thing I loved about, when I was in Wisconsin, we had Lake Geneva. They had little shells there that I would gather. Here in California, I'd always go to get shells. But when I was little, we used to go to my grandparents' house in Florida. They have the best shells in Florida. I was so little, there I am, running from the waves. And here I am with my grandma and grandpa. My grandma is still with us.
I know, I love your grandma.
Oh, she's great. 97 and still going strong.
And thriving.
And thriving. All right, so I got so many of these wonderful shells, and they sat in my room forever.
They always do. They just sit in a bowl or in a bag.
Yes. So this is a fun way to kind of light them up, and you can get the kids involved too.
Literally light them up.
Yes, add them to a nightlight.
Which is such a clever idea. But what are the best? What shells work best for something like this?
I would say the bigger the better.
Okay.
But not to fear, if you guys do have little shells at home, I have a way that you can kind of work around that as well. But you can see over here, I'm going to start here. Like this, I tried to look these up, what they are. They all have some wild Latin name. They'd probably make some sense to you, but I'm going to go ahead and say snail shell.
Okay, it looks like a snail shell. I like it.
A large shell.
There you go.
You know, fan shell.
There you go.
This is kind of a little baby conch.
Okay.
And this is a sand dollar.
Oh,
but what you really are looking for is enough surface area to attach it to the light. You want to attach it to the light base, not the bulb.
Okay.
So you can switch that out.
So now the lights that we get, do you just get those from a hardware store?
You can, but what you want to do is make sure that you get LED.
All right.
LED lights.
That's important?
That's very important. And some come with this little case on top. I'm just going to take that off. We don't need that. You can toss that. And yes, you want to make sure that it's LED because then it won't get hot.
Okay.
And since we're using hot glue to apply these,
it'll melt.
It'll melt, yes.
Correct. Okay.
So, and you don't want that kind of fire hazard.
So
keep it light. All right. So now, you just pick which one you want to do.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's start with
the world is our oyster.
Or our shell.
Where's our oyster shell?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sand dollar because it's kind of the easiest to go with.
Too.
So you want to make sure that you have a flat side that's going to adhere to the light. We have a pretty big surface there that we just need to do.
So every shell you use has to have some
It has to have some
side,
sort of flat side, or listen, it's not going to work. Believe me, I've tried it. It doesn't work. Okay, so you just add a little bit of glue, lock it in there, and you want to make sure that you only put glue on top of the base. You don't want to do it to the light bulb because you want to be able to switch that out if it burns out in the future. Yep. So you just hold that in place and see, you can see there, I've attached it to the bottom, not the light bulb. So, and you want to make sure that you can still move the light bulb, unscrew it, and still reach this.
I will say, anyone who has been to a beach town or lives near a beach town, if you go into the little beach stores on the strip, you see these everywhere.
Expensive.
And I'm so surprised at how expensive they are every time. I'm like, oh, I'll pick these up for souvenirs. And then I look and they're like $40 for a little nightlight.
Yeah, not going to happen.
It's unbelievable.
And especially when you can get these for a couple dollars.
Right, and you can just go out on the beach and get these for free.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, so this kind of, what I went with there, kind of works for anything. So if you have a larger shell like this is in the conch family, I learned.
Okay.
You want to look for the most surface area. So if we're
that's
doing
beautiful.
it there, and you can kind of play around with it. Is it better there, better there? Wherever it has the most contact area, here to the bottom is what you want to go with.
Probably gonna, yeah, right. And now what if you don't have, like you said, big shells?
If you just have little shells, I say go ahead and start a collage. So take your biggest shell, or even if you want to take two together.
Cute.
And then just kind of, let's see, let's add this.
Hey.
We're going to go just add some on, and you keep going.
Adorable.
Keep going all the way
You could probably
up.
add something like that, or like something like this on it.
Exactly.
Oh,
so you want to
Paige.
keep adding, and here's one I prepared earlier.
I love it.
So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then why don't you have me one of the little baby shellfish?
Starfish.
Oh yes, sorry. I'm allergic to shellfish, not starfish, so that's good. Okay, I am going to add just a bunch of glue because I know that little guy can cover a lot.
Oh, that's so cute.
And we're going to put him in place because we want to make sure that even when it's turned on, you can kind of see the light through.
Right.
So you don't want to cover it too much.
Sure. Because these are opaque, but all the shells are translucent enough where the light's going to come through.
And you can see them. You can even see them coming through here in the daylight. Imagine what they'll look like at night. So once you have that on,
Then we glue it to our...
Glue it, and see this comes with like a little piece. And
do you want that on there or no?
I do want that on because that kind of creates a little ledge for the bottom of our shells there.
Okay.
See that there?
So let's put the glue there.
I'm gonna just add the glue on here.
I can't, and using the hot glue is great because it's so fast, like you said.
Exactly.
I mean, you could use another glue if you wanted to, but it would take a much longer time to glue it.
Right, and you just, let it set up over time. Even the hot glue is gonna take a little bit, but see this? You wanna make sure that you can still get to this.
On and off.
On and
right.
off, because you do not want it to be down.
Okay, well, the only thing left to do is to plug our little sand dollar in.
All right.
And see what it looks like.
And turn it on.
Can we can you guys turn the lights off in here so we can see? Look at that.
That's so fun. That makes it way more fun.
I feel like I'm on vacation. Oh, we actually look good in the dark, don't we, Paige?
We look better in dim light.
I think the lights look better than we do. Thank you so much, Paige. For full instructions, you guys go to hallmarkchannel.com.